Hello, hello. All right, yeah, here we go. All right, this is gonna be a Megaminx walkthrough solve, where I'll give you little explanations on what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Yeah, yeah. And just to report that Big Gay Al here has now been replaced, and from now on you shall see Pac-Man. Pac-Man! Yes, that's the new. And so here we go. Now, first of all, I'll explain, just so you know, when you use an online timer or any kind of WCA style program, the scrambling for the Megaminx will be as follows. You will see three types of notation. You will see U or U prime, which is just U or U prime as always. You will see R plus plus or R minus minus, which means R plus plus means you hold the left here, and you turn the entire R side twice. R minus minus would mean counterclockwise. And then you will see D plus plus or D minus minus, which means you hold the top and you turn the entire bottom twice, or whichever way you need to go. Okay. So now, first things first, you start out, this is pretty much like solving a 3x3, okay? When you start out on the 3x3, you know you make a cross. Well, on the Megaminx, you do the same thing, but you make a star. Okay, it's going to be 5 pieces instead of 4. So right now we're going to find the 5 white edge pieces. These are the edges that will make up the star. I always use white as my star. You can use whatever color you want. And hang on a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's do our star. I see the yellow pieces placed. And my color scheme here on this Megaminx, this is an MF8 Megaminx. Like a 3x3, it has red here with blue on the left, green on the right, and then in the back 2 spots there's purple next to green and yellow next to blue. And we have our yellow piece placed, wherever it is, right here. Have our yellow placed already, so I know it's going to be blue next to it. I know red's going to go here, then green, and purple. Okay, so let me find the pieces. Okay. Okay, so... Okay. So the best way I would do this... I'm not very good at Megaminx yet, so I'm still trying to get the hang of everything here. So I need my blue here, and the purple over here. Okay, so I would bring my blue here, kind of. I would move the yellow over. Get my blue to where I can position it next to the yellow. I've got my red here, so I would move it here and bring it down onto the white. Okay, and now all I need is the green and yellow, or green and purple. Well, the purple's here, and the green's back here. So I'll bring my purple here. I'll move my green up here so I know where it is. Put the purple down, and bring the green. This is the crappiest star. Okay, and now I've got the star made, so I'm just going to line it up, and voila, there's my star. Okay, that was the horrible star. Don't follow that example. Okay, so I see this. Next, we're going to do F2L. So we're going to fill in these slots around the star. Okay, just like you would on a 3x3. So I see the purple-green corner already solved. So I would need the edge. And I see the edge way back here. So I'm going to bring it around. And I notice this red and green pair here, so I'm not going to mess that up. Alright. So I'm going to pair these two up. And I'm going to solve them. Okay, and now I'm going to go for my red and green that I just had up here. And the best thing about Megaminx is that you can pretty much move anything anywhere, and you won't mess anything up, most likely. What am I doing? Oh. Alright, so I've paired up... Whoops. Alright, so I've paired up my red and green. So I'm going to bring it over where it needs to go. And I'm going to place it here. I'm looking for more pieces. I see purple yellow. I see blue yellow. I see purple yellow edge is up here. So I'm going to... I'm still having trouble figuring out which way I need to go. Okay, so I've paired up my purple yellow. Going to solve it back where it needs to go. Here. Okay, so there's that pair. The blue-yellow edge is here, and I know the corner's back here. So I'm going to pair those up. If it'll fucking go. Alright. And I'm going to solve it in the yellow-blue position. Now I need the red-blue, and that'll be the F2L. Okay, don't see. I see the corner over here. I see the edge. Nowhere. I do not see the edge. Where is the edge? Oh, the edge is in the spot. The edge is already solved, so I'm going to... And you can pretty much do the pair algorithms the same way as you would on a 3x3 with a few differences. Okay, so there's my F2L. Now I would go to the purple side. You just want to pick a side, whatever side you want to start with. And try to always do it in the same order. Just go straight around. I always start with the purple side. And what you want to do is you want to get these two edges right here that are purple. So one's right here, it just needs to be flipped. And the other one is back here in the back. So I'm going to bring it around. I'm going to put it on the purple. And then I'm going to fix this edge. Bam. Okay. And now what you want to do is pretty much you're going to pretend that this is a new star like this. And you're going to solve the second two layers. It's called S2L. Pretty much you have a slot here. Now see, okay, here's our first F2L. Now we have a slot here because of this edge. Here and here we're going to solve. So we're going to find all the purple corners. Here's the orange yellow and the edge just happens to be right next to it. So I'm going to work with that. I'm going to pair those up. And the way you solve these pairs is just like F2L, pretty much. You're just going to put it where it needs to go. And don't be afraid of ruining what you've already done. You just, as long as you don't turn anything over here, you're okay. You can turn all of this. Okay. So here's this pair. Here's the purple star. Just going to solve this pair right here, just like you normally would. I'm going to find another purple corner and edge. I see the blue-orange pieces. They're in the back here, so I'm bringing the edge up. And the corner's right here. So I'm going to pair those together. And they would go right in here. Just like so. And I've got one more. It's the green-blue. Green-blue. I see the edge and the corner right here. So the way I would solve this pair is just like on a 3x3. Okay, so there's my purple face. That's completely finished. Next we move on to yellow. Move on to the yellow. I already see a bunch of yellow stuff over here. Like before, we're going to get the edges that have yellow, and there's only one. One more. And now we have two new slots to solve. So we're going to find the yellow corners. I see the orange-green. And I see this other blue-green corner here. But right now I'm going to solve this orange-green pair. I'm going to solve it right here. Okay. And now I'm going to solve this slot here, the blue-green. The corner's down there, and the edge. I saw it before. It's really hard to look ahead for me on Megaminx. Okay, I see the edge. The corner's here. The edge is over here. So I'm going to hide the corner. Oh, God. Bring the edge around. And now I'm going to solve the slot. Pretty much just bring it over. It's going to go right in here. Okay. Next is the blue. Okay, this piece is already solved here, so we don't have to do that. And so I'm going to look for my blue corners and their corresponding edges. I see the blue, pink, red over here. I see the pink, red edge back in the back here. So I'm going to bring that edge to where I can use it. However, I do see this pink, green edge here. That's going to go with the pink, green, blue. So maybe I'll solve that first. So I saw the corner back in the back here. I brought it up to the working area. Get my edge back. And bring it over here. I've messed up. Wait, no, here we go. Here's the pair. Here's the slot. Here's this edge here. Okay, solve that slot. Now I'm going to solve my pink, blue, red like before, like I was going to before. Here are the two pieces. Solve it just like a 3x3. Pair them up. Bring it over. Solve it. Now we're going to move on to red. And you can see we're just going around the Megaminx pretty much. Something's going on here. Oh, this pair is already solved, but it's the edge needs to be flipped. So I'm going to do a little algorithm. And resolve the pair back here. Okay, that's already placed. And now I just need this pair here. The edge is already there. I just need the corner for it. Now see, I'm just about to mess that up, so I don't want to do that. So basically, I'm just going to pull this up so I can pop the edge out. And now I can do whatever I want here. Okay, so the two pieces are here. And basically, when you're trying to put a pair in one of these low slots that are underneath, you basically, here are the two pieces I'm solving. I'm going to pair those up like RUR prime kind of deal. Only move them out of the way first, lift this, then bring this back and solve these two. Then you can put that back down. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. It's just my wife bugging me again. Alright, and here we go. We're going to finish the last slot right here. It's the, I call this pineapple, blue, and green slot. The two pieces are right here. Pretty much just going to solve it like normal. Bam! Alright. Star, F2L, S2L, then the last layer. Now, there are algorithms that you can find for the last layer. The cases for forming the star on top are just like the cases for doing the cross on a 3x3 on top for beginner's method or 2-local, whatever. And that's what you want to do first. So you want to orient your edges. One edge oriented is the dot, like on a 3x3 would be the dot. So you would do whatever you would do to make a cross. If you have two edges and one edge over here that form kind of a point, like an arrow, that's the line on a 3x3, the bar. And if you have three dots in a row, that's the L. And you would want them here, you know, and to do F, U, R, blah, 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 blah. But here's the dot. We just have a dot. So I'm going to form it into a star. Okay, I just made a line. Now we're going to make the line point this way. And do this again. Oh god, I hate this. Alright, and there's my star. Now, if you were to know the algorithms that you can use to orient everything else and permute everything else, you would next move on to orienting the corners, because you would do an algorithm to orient the corners, then you would do an algorithm to permute the edges, then an algorithm to permute the corners. However, I don't know any algorithms yet for Megaminx. I will learn them, but I don't know them yet. So the next thing I'm going to do is permute my edges, like you would on a 3x3. I've got these two in the correct position here. Now these three need to go counterclockwise. So I'm going to hold this, the one of these two that is correct, these two that are correct, the one to the right I'm going to hold in front. And I'm going to do soon. But you have to be careful while doing soon on the Megaminx. When you get to this point, don't do U2. Do U2 prime. Otherwise, you'll have to do U3. And that's oriented, or permuted my edges. Now, I'm going to orient the corners, and I don't know any algorithms, so I'm going to do it the beginner's method way by putting the last layer on my left, like I do with a 3x3. I know other people don't do it this way, but this is how I do it. And I'm going to just keep doing RU, R prime, R blah, 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 depending on which way the corner needs to go. So this corner back here needs to flip this way, so I'm going to do, and now my next bad corner, which is the last bad corner, needs to go the other way, so I'm going to do RU, R prime, and put my edges back where they need to go. Okay? Now, I'm going to permute my whole entire corners system here. Now, I do use A-perms on this step. And after I'm done, I will show you how to do that. But the way I would do this, all 5 corners need to go in a different spot. So the way you do this is you bring a corner down. Remember which one it is. It's orange-green. Move it out of the way. Bring this back up. Okay? So the corner you need is down here. And we're going to put that in the correct spot. So we bring the orange-green space over and we put it in. Now we remember which one this is. Pineapple blue. So we're going to get pineapple blue corner, bring it over, and put this in. This is just a commutator, pretty much. And now the one we move back here is the one we'll do next. Pink pineapple. Pink pineapple's right here. So we move it. Now we're doing pink green is going to be next. So we just move this over. And I think that's the last one. Blue orange. And we're done. Bam. That's the Megaminx. How to do A-perms. Okay. So A-perms, you'll have 2 corners permuted, and the other 3 need to be either clockwise or counterclockwise, permutation-wise. So you hold the 2 good corners here, like you would with a 3x3 on the left. And we do X, like this. Now we just follow this. We just do the R prime, U, R prime 2, instead of just R prime. Now this would be D. So we do D, 2 or 3, 2. And make sure the top color is there. The last layer color is there. Now we bring it back up here. Come around. And come back up. And there's my A-perm, which has switched these clockwise. And now if I want to go back counterclockwise, I would do the opposite. I would put this here. and that would fix it. So that's how I use A-perms on this. I've not really messed with any other PLLs or any of that crap. I will in the future. But for right now, I'm just trying to get my times down. And so that's how we do Megaminx. That's how I do Megaminx. After I learn some algorithms, I'm sure it'll be better and faster. But I hope this helps. So fucking good luck and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.